everybody, my name is Chris, and welcome back to more of The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine, where, today, we're playing in the tournament. We're going to put our Skellige deck together, put our best cards, we're going to throw down. We're going to win that trophy. Before we do that, the bane of my existence I stand before. Last episode, we went around. We finished all the regular collecting of the Skellige cards. Then, we went around and we cleared out every question mark, every single one, in TOUSSAINT, in this expansion. Except for one, which we discovered is here at this place. Here at this fortress in the middle of the lake. Now, obviously, on the last episode, I could not find it because it was indicating so hard that it was, like, up. But apparently not as up. You see, like, right here, it's implying that it's, like, on this level. I'm upset. Are you shitting me? No, 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 don't do it. Because, Jup, you had pointed it out that it wasn't in the tower, even though for some reason I was convinced it was up there. Even though it's like, obviously, the marker isn't up there. But, oh no. Oh, that's embarrassing. Nobody talk about this. We're never speaking of this again. It never happened. 22nd day of the month of Burke. The worst part of my work's not that I had to crawl through cesspits, jump from great heights, dive into canals, be tied up, untied, lashed, burned, tortured, have my fingernails ripped out or scraped off while digging tunnels barehanded. No, none of that's the worst. The worst is that I've got to document it all, then hide the notes from the guards. Each escape must be noted down in detail, otherwise my employers won't have a basis for releasing my pay. The work of a professional escapologist is not easy, my friend. Oh, it's like, that reminds me of the, Stallone movie. Is it? I forget what it's called, but it just reminded me of that. 25th day of the month of Burke. This time I was given a contract in TOUSSAINT. This is going to be a piece of cake. The guards are fat and drowsy and the walls pocked. Poked? The walls poked. Well, no, pocked. Illegible fragment. I was given a thorough hiding today. Those guards are fat and indolent, true, but they know how to whip. Blast. I think I'm getting too old for this. I'll finish this contract and then it's time for a change of trades. It's time to retire. Ha! I'm one lucky horse. My fellow inmate, a man wrongfully convicted, told me a story about an elven treasure trove hidden underwater somewhere south of the prison. I believe he sensed I was planning an escape. I'm supposed to take that sly rogue with me in exchange for the key. Perhaps that's my ticket to an early retirement. First day in the month of Bluff. I completed my dig, only to learn I had miscalculated and exited right into the lake. My companion had not learned to swim, it seems, and now he never will, for he sleeps the big sleep, dreaming of fish. Oh no. He dug into the lake and the guy drowned. Damn. Sadly, I didn't manage to take the key to the elven treasure from him. Took all my strength just to get back to our cell, where a pack of guards were waiting for me. They knocked out a few of my ribs and a handful of teeth, but I should heal. 11th day, 10 days later. Things are good. They've moved me into another cell. Bars on the window. Saw the days when elves ran TOUSSAINT. Oh, bars on the window saw the days when elves ran TOUSSAINT. So I'll loosen those rotten rods this evening. And then it's into the lake. It's a long drop, true, but that's no worry for me. Then I'll report back to my employer and check out the tale about a treasure. If all goes well, I'll soon be done with escapology. Applied escapology. And it's pretty interesting, right? I mean, it sounds like an awful job to have. Like, your idea is to get in prison, to get locked up. Nobody in the prison knows that you are there on purpose, so they treat you like anyone else. But you are being employed to try to break out of the prison. And like, it's specifically in the movie I'm referring to. I wish I knew the title, but like, I don't want to say it's not the escape artist. It's different, but basically he's paid to break out of prisons as his job in order to highlight, you know, like blind spots and weaknesses in their prison system, basically. Wait, is that a box? Oh. Oh my god. So, it's neat, but it's also awful. Because, yeah, you're treated like any other prisoner, you're treated like shit, and then, you gotta survive and escape. Oh, there he is. Then they pay you. Okay, good job. But you have to document everything. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh boy. I gotta go faster. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not going fast enough. Quick. Get up. Go. Oh god. Master key. Go. Go. Go, Geralt. Oh no. Oh god. I got lost. It's okay. You got this. It's fine. A little bit of water in the lungs never hurt anybody. I mean... Anyway. It was just... It brought up the thought. So, it's very interesting. And yeah. It sounds like an actual... awful career path. Like, I get it probably pays really well, but this dude's getting, like, whipped, beaten, teeth broken out, ribs removed on a daily. It's awful. And it's just like, good God. That sucks. And also, for a change of pace, and because we gave some time to some of the other sets too, so I'm gonna give the Ursine set some attention. Look at that. We're gonna return to these ruins for all this time. I remember there was a box here. Didn't have a key for. I think it was here. I mean, it could have very well been somewhere else. I don't think we actually have to go into the portal. Oh, it's that. Fascinating. Let's get our breath. And go. You know what? Because I keep not doing it. Doing it now. Doesn't feel like it really makes much of a difference, though. This was it, wasn't it? Yeah, because we looted all these chests before. just this one was locked. But not anymore. Oh my god. That was a lot of good stuff. A lot of crafting supplies. There's a sword in there too. Oh. Nope. I'll let you live today. Alright, go, go, go. Well, that was painless. And it's a good thing. That was... damn, I spent so much time running around that thing and it was just right under the bush. Oh, embarrassing. But... yeah, every time I look at this set, it's not only really cool, but it feels insanely warm to wear here. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how, well, yeah, it's probably pretty rough. But, the other thing that was brought up, oh, and, well, there was a couple things, right? So one, since returning to Toussaint, I had not remembered to turn on enemy scaling. It is now, but I had not turned it back on since we had finished our gallivanting in the old world, in Velen and all those. Right, looking for the diagrams.
The days pass.
I didn't switch back on when returning here. So it explains why some of the fights were a little easy and why the enemy levels were lower. And the other thing is I'm acknowledging now because I wasn't sure, and I am very glad that it was confirmed in the comments of the last episode, that the Gaunter or Dim card summons the shadows for sure. They don't work the other way around, which makes sense. So, when we get to the tournament, I'm going to put him back in the deck. We're going to play like that. If I can put him in the Skellige deck, then I will, because that's just really, really useful to have. It would literally be 4 cards in one play. It'd be great. So there's that. And then before we go to the tournament, the one last thing I want to check out is another thing Jupp brought up. Okay, so the Bells of Beauclair. Back again. So, as advised, there
Quite the bottom,
is
quite the bosom on Duchess' house, don't you think?
Yep. So we unlock the fine employees of this establishment. Then there's a trade of money for experience in some way or another.
Welcome, welcome. So good to have you back.
And, I mean, if we're gonna try to do everything, I guess we should at least try to do everything. Which has a totally different context here.
Wanna let loose, enjoy myself.
Of course. Talk to the girls. I'm certain they will do all in their power. And it's quite a lot, believe you me. That Witcher's rather handsome.
Okay.
So damn
Wait,
riot.
no.
No,
Oh, excuse me. Hold on.
Just put your lips together
That is
and blow.
our picture. That is the fine artwork that we had done. And it's here. It ended up here. Out of all places. God damn it. That's great though.
Drinking. The
That's
most fun you can have with
really
your clothes on.
funny. So we have to speak.
Any takers?
We have to speak to someone.
Then I head home.
Oh, blast. I hawked up a bit of sick.
What say you we strip and stomp some graves?
Very I don't know.
Time is no cock.
You're standing next to our painting. Why?
Oh boy, another one.
What's that? Another what?
Did Madame Isabel mention role-playing costs extra? If you wish to play at being a witcher, then...
Misunderstanding, I'm afraid. I am a witcher.
Oh my god.
Of course. The eyes. I should have noticed. Forgive me, master. Come into my alcove, and I shall more than make up for my error there.
So there are people that come in here role playing as a witcher. What?
The, playing at being a witcher thing. What's that about?
Ah, it's the latest rage. A trick will come, dressed in a studded jacket, 2 swords on his back, and ask me to play a succubus or a siren. Then he'll say he has a contract, but his codex says he cannot harm a thinking being. So perhaps we can make a deal. Once it's over, he demands some kind of card. I've no notion how it started. They probably took the idea from one of those silly ballads.
Oh no.
Got a strong suspicion who the author might be.
Right? Oh my god. So ridiculous. Oh my god. Just, and then he wanted some kind of card. A Gwent card?
Let's go upstairs.
Come.
I don't know. Oh no. Every time with these. You know what they say when in TOUSSAINT. Go on now. Oh my god. We upstairs? Oh, oh. Sorry. Oh god. Is this? Nope, that's not. How do I get out of here?
Too loud. The one and only point to life.
Drinking. The most fun you can have with your
Yes, we
clothes on.
have, haven't we?
Any takers?
Interesting.
Last call, then I
Okay,
head home.
so
When I was a little lad, my stone stank awfully bad.
Oh my god.
Hoping it would cure the smell, I dipped my pouch in a well.
oh no. And you contaminated all the water. Bon vivante.
I wish you health, glory, honor.
Rust. I hawked up a bit of sick.
Okay.
Oh. When I something like
Welcome, welcome. So good to have you back.
Gotta go. See you later.
There. Oh, you're still here.
Watch
There.
those hands. Any takers?
Shh. You needn't apologize. You needn't worry about a thing. You've come to enjoy some pleasant moments. To rest. To relax. Let me help you do just that.
$20. Tell me about yourself.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
My name is Madeline. I like to walk barefoot in the grass, read by candlelight, and drink young wine straight from the bottle.
You're sweet.
Don't let appearances fool you.
Take me to your room.
All right,
With pleasure.
let's do it again. Jesus, just straight to business. No messing around. Dear God. So the tournament. Curious, we're gonna have to put our cards together and really build out that deck. And I don't know if we could probably find a way to practice with it or just wing it. I'm a big fan of winging it. Just give it a shot, right? Like, we know how to play Gwent. If we get an idea of how the deck's been used by seeing it a couple times, should be fine.
Tula, the one and only point Tula.
Well,
Oh, you're pretty.
Get paid to say that.
I get paid to plow. Compliments I give only when the urge strikes me. So, willing to show me if your birthday suit is equally becoming?
yeah, I was gonna say, like, she's very direct.
Don't beat around the bush, do you?
I dislike pretending to be someone I am not. All the sighs, fainting, fluttering eyelashes, it's just not me. I operate on the assumption that if a man seeks coyness, he does not go to a brothel.
Right about that. Definitely had something else in mind.
Then come and show me.
Okay. What do you say we find a secluded corner somewhere?
Let's go somewhere secluded.
And Detlef, right? Like, we don't even we don't know what's going on there. And, you know, whatever we're gonna try to do with that situation. Like, are we gonna be able to save him? Figure out who's actually blackmailing, and is it really the Duchess's sister? Is she, oh god, is she doing all of the, is she behind everything? I don't know, but that's gonna be a whole thread that we unravel soon. Good lord. Ta-da. Well,
Give your hand the night off.
well, we have thoroughly invested our services.
Know how to whistle? Just put your lips together and blow.
Spoke to you.
squeeze my
We spoke to all three of you.
Damsels demand tenderness.
Well, I think at the end of the day, we've gotten all the experience we've needed.
The Duchess summoned him.
Oh God! Run, Geralt, run! They never saw you enter.
Absolutely cuckoo.
Well, I guess if there's anything else that I don't know of, it's a secret in there. Let me know. We'll make a trip back, I guess.
Why do you stick around here?
Just take
Like
the
a
words, they
pitchfork
take
in
the
a
dancing.
Oh man. Nope, that is not where we're going. I don't know why I'm following that so strongly out of the town. Damn it. Okay, we're heading back. Okay, now just gotta maneuver our way through Beauclair. To the tournament grounds.
Believe it.
Truly, to see the Duchess summoned the beast. I wondered as if also to treat the knapp with cramps.
Uh-oh. See, people are upset. Okay, let's put together our deck. Right? Okay, Skellige. So we want to have Geralt, Ciri, Yennefer. That's a good one. Want to put all our Gaunters. You, that, the cow. Should have Hjalmar and Cirrus. Ermion, what do you do? Triggers transformation of all Berserker cards. Okay, so that's actually really good to have. Blue Boy Lugos. Madman Lugos. Got all 3 of the ships. Ooh, the on-crate warriors boost each other. Right, put those. The kill the strongest card or cards on the battlefield? Maybe. We do have to put the Berserkers in because without them, the transformation doesn't really work. But when this card is removed from the battlefield, it summons a powerful new unit to take its place. Let's play that maybe instead of the cow. Then we can't use any of our spies because I remember that. Remember that being a thing. So we gotta find other ways around. Because yeah, spies were just in our Northern Realms deck. I remember that was brought up in the previous videos. So now this triggers Berserker transformations. I don't want to have too many cards. Just get rid of the decoy, I guess. Commander Horn. No, because that's just gonna mess with us. I think we have this guy, the big berserker, and the light longships. Do we play the longships? Because they'll bring everybody out. Just like the other ones. Maybe this is fine? I know, maybe having the one berserker, maybe just one less of him. That was all the siege units. How's our siege units? It's the ships, right? Because everyone else wouldn't really benefit as much. It's so many units. But they're units that can summon other units. So that's like, it's kind of the point. It's just, it's getting used to this new composition, right? Okay, so Just gonna save, and then we'll see how we perform. Go from there. Letter from the opponents of new Gwent faction. Uh-oh. To the cocksucking scrote sniffer organizing this fucking disgrace of a tournament. Oh my god. Anye, you cunt of a count. It's bad enough you go ruining our cherished game, but now you've the bollocks to put on a public tournament where the hallowed rules of Gwent are openly flouted? You might as well have took a resty dump on the graves of our ancestors. Folk who don't respect tradition don't deserve my respect either, so shut your fucking freak show down now, or I'll shut it down for you and beat your daft hide into a bloody pulp while I'm at it. And don't think this is an idle threat. Note this letter is signed because I'm not some fucking coward blowing off steam and anonymity. Anonymity. Oh my god. Anonymity. I'm gonna stop. It's anonymous. But now we're citizen ready to take matters into his own hands. There's a shitload of others who are ready to do the same with me. With no fucking regards whatsoever. Yaki. Well, great. Yeah, they're causing a fucking ruckus.
Oh, sentries a play! Not about to accept some new bloody faction!
Bruh. You about to, actually fucking fight over this?
4 factions since time immemorial, Gwent's had, and it's a bugging stay that way.
A witcher means trouble.
Welcome. The tourney
Jeez.
is on the way. Might I glance at your deck?
So angry.
Sure. Here.
An impressive array. Count Monnier waits inside. You may enter.
Thanks.
Great. Everyone else can stay outside. God, it's quiet.
There you are. A pleasure to see you again. The Skellige faction, how do you find it?
Great. I like it a lot. Not my favorite. I like it a lot.
It's great. Faction's a pleasure to play.
I'm glad to hear it.
Any specific tournament rules? Mind giving me an overview?
Firstly, might I introduce the contestants? Superb Gwent players all, hailing from the world's farthest corners. Hammal Ochen Dankbali, an Offieri merchant. Eric van Frog, a patrician from Novigrad. And lastly, we are proud to welcome a Skelliger.
Ye blind? Not Skellige girl, damn it!
Naturally, no offense meant. Agnetha Skolt, her ever-charming Isle temperament in evidence, along with assorted beats, baubles, ropes. As to the rules, they're simple. Each player adopts a faction they cannot change for the tourney's duration. Lose a match, and you're eliminated. The winner from among you shall advance to the semi-final to face the winner of the tourney's previous edition, His Excellency the Ambassador of the Empire of Nilfgaard, Master von Hin. The winner of that match shall in turn face none other than me, your humble servant.
Hands off our Gwent!
No new fucking factions!
It's so angry. This is so mad. Jeez. You can still play your faction. You're just mad that they brought in another one. They're changing your game. But interesting. So the way he says we commit to a deck for the entire tournament. Does that mean we don't have to play the Skellige deck? But we should.
Protesters have gathered outside. Quite a few, it seems.
Hands off our bloody game! We didn't want any new factions!
Money, you dozy cunt! Stop diddling with dwarven tradition!
Change cannot always please everyone. Gwent traditionalists resent my efforts to expand the canon to include Skellige, but we shall pay them no mind.
That's right.
Mind telling me what factions the others will be playing?
It is no secret. Eric van Frog will play the Northern Realms. His Excellency, in a flush of patriotism, chose Nilfgaard.
Of course.
Hammal Ochen Dankbali will play the Monsters deck. and Agnetha Skolt has chosen Scoia'tael. Yours truly, of course, shall await the winner with a Skellige deck. I'm determined to prove its value.
Okay.
Ready to start if everybody else is.
I invite you to join me on the terrace. The herald shall soon announce the tourney's start.
Interesting. So nobody
Let
else
the
is playing with the
tourney
Skellige deck.
begin! In round 1, Agnetha Skolt faces Eric von Vrog, and Geralt of Rivia plays Hamal on Gangbali.
Let's grab a table.
A wager would you wish to make?
What did you have in mind?
Weapons do I collect, and your sword of silver my eye has caught. Should I win, I should take it. Should I lose, to you another equally precious shall I give.
Oh no. Oh no, this is what you guys meant. Where you said equip cheap swords when we go to the tournament. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Shit. We'll be right back.
Let's grab a table.
A wager would you wish to make?
What did you have in mind?
Weapons do I collect, and your sword of silver my eye has caught. Should I win, I should take it. Should I lose, to you another equally precious shall I give.
Okay. We'll see, now we're prepared. So, when crafted another nice one, nothing crazy, but, you know, still it's technically, I think it's the Disclair. Damage-wise, it's more than Erendite. Like, just base stats. So, maybe that's a good thing.
Alright. So be it.
Well, I wonder, is it because Skellige was the deck that we had highlighted? Or is it we were going to play as Skellige regardless? Because I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Okay. Feels good. Because this guy can summon the other ships. These two can strengthen each other. And we have a spy to draw cards. There's only one of him. Hey! Well, well, well. Gaunter. It works! It does the thing that everyone else said it did. Hell yeah. So we play these. But the weather is the issue. Because I want to get rid of the weather. I feel like I should. But I can't. That's the problem. We're in a new deck. I think, what, our guy basically does the cards back in the graveyard? Yeah. Or cards from the graveyard back into the deck. So... should have added some weather cards. Some clear weather cards to this deck. I totally didn't think about that. That's why we wanted some shield maidens. Damn, I did not put this deck together well. Oh boy. He's got 6 cards, so it could be anything. Great. Great. Yeah. Damn it. Of course. That was just lucky. That was lucky.
Good
Oh
match.
no.
Thanks.
And upon your victory, congratulate I you. What drove me to wager a sword against you know I not. Clearly to guide me the universe ceased.
Oh.
Here, you may it serve well.
I'd never have lost if you hadn't cheated.
And my land folk who slander like that don't live long, because we don't let them. Accuse me of cheating again, and I'll cut your tongue out.
Enough. Hands
Damn.
to yourselves.
As Gwent is a gentleman's sport, we expect all its players to demonstrate impeccable manners, and we cannot tolerate any disturbances. Thus, by decision of Count Monnier, the contestants from Novigrad and Skellige are hereby disqualified.
Gentlemen's sport.
Whoa.
Well, I'm a lady, and we ladies don't give a flying fart about a tourney where any measly prick can accuse us of cheating.
With round 1 completed,
Jeez.
the standings are as follows. Agneta Skolt and Eric van Vrog both disqualified. Geralt of Rivia has defeated Hamel Onganbali of Ophir. In the semi-final, Geralt shall face the defending champion, Ambassador Von Hinn.
I am honored.
Great. Okay, let me fucking fix this shit. Oh no. I've made mistakes. Alright, so... Oh man, not having spies, really. That's uncomfortable. Definitely... Well... Clear weather is a big deal. Now, also, should have the shield maidens, right? Feels weird having so many units in the deck, but considering units summon other units, I guess it makes sense. But so if I have Ermion, he can trigger the younger berserkers. But for this guy, I need to have the Mardrome. But nothing summons all the berserkers. That's the thing. Ooh. Would old geared be good? Giving +1s? Probably not. Well, let's see how this goes. Probably honestly gonna redraw the shield maidens. Oof. Okay. not looking great. But we'll pace it out. It's not looking great. But we'll see. Ooh. Sucker. But no, I realized the guy asked us to play the Skellige deck in his tournament. And we're more than happy to do what we want. Yeah. I don't know about this one, guys. I really fucked this one up. I really fucked up the deck composition. Oh. Yeah. Well, we'll give it another go, I guess. This is... It's not good. What?
Your Excellency, a pure pleasure to play you.
The pleasure is mutual, I assure you. Congratulations, Witcher.
Stop desecrating Gwent!
Get any and all new factions!
Seems there's some trouble brewing.
Scoot, all of yous! Off your asses and hie to Skellige, you ale-loving seal slurpers.
Please remain calm and stop the verbal attacks.
Stop your mum from fucking ferrets, Monier, and hands off our Gwent!
It's not your Gwent. Then get out. What exactly is your problem?
Maybe instead of hollering threats, you ought to just explain what it is you want.
We've said it plenty of times, yet no one ever listens!
Got me listening.
Gwent's an ancient pastime. Its rules were set ages ago.
Exactly. Determined in keeping with the laws of nature.
There should be 4 factions. That is the optimal number. Will not tolerate the introduction of any others. It would disgrace the tradition.
Aye, leave our Gwent the fuck alone.
Enough of this! Didn't come here to jabber but to break fucking heads in defense of tradition! Come on, lads!
Alright. Well.
Let's plow this new faction out of the horse's heads!
Fuck!
Damn it.
Leave the buggering horses!
I'll cleave the cunts then dance on the bits!
Fuck! Leave the buggering horses!
Oh.
I slam this rabble!
Nope. It was... What was happening? It wasn't... I was pressing everything and it wasn't
Had enough!
swinging.
Still got the urge to add new factions?
He just kept guarding. I think he got
Enough!
stuck.
I shall summon the guard.
I got this, Count. Sure, you can shut this tournament down, but there'll be another, with who knows what new rules. If you don't like them, don't enter. Play somewhere else however you want, but you'll never stop other folk from playing however they like.
Bollocks!
Like my good friend Zoltan Chive says, if one says you're talking bollocks, they could be right, they could be wrong. But if multiples say you're talking bollocks, well, you probably are. So let's take a vote. Who else here thinks I'm full of it?
Zoltan Chive? Haven't seen that rascal in ages. How's he doing?
Oh my god. Be glad to tell you, over a bottle. Zoltan's doing fine.
Zoltan's just fine.
Attention, everyone! Our outing's taken a new turn. We're to sit and drink vodka with Zoltan's pal.
Gentlemen, wait. We've still the final round of the tourney to play.
Final? Fuck that! I, Yaki Raffenberg, do hereby declare my participation in this tournament, and I demand to play the victor. We'll settle whether this Skellige faction's worth a flaming bag of shite once and for all.
Agreed, but please show some patience. We must first play a pre-final.
Oh, this is things are happening.
Pre-final, Count Monnier, representing the Skellige faction, shall face Geralt of Rivia, also playing with a Skellige deck.
That's right.
My brother's dream has come true. Skellige in the final, and played by both contestants.
Good luck.
Great. Okay. Oh god, what have I done? I need to get rid of some units. This is too much. This is why we're not getting the cards we need. Fucking... Really... So... I feel like I should really only have one of these. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh god. Having these is great when they come up. Bringing Cyrus in to bring her shield mains in, great. Hjalmar, great hero card. Trust me when I say, like, I want to get rid of like all the little ones and just run with the big cards. But it's the abilities. Oh, so I'm gonna get rid of him, sorry. Just... I don't feel like there's enough to justify having him in the deck. These guys boosting each other. $31 cards, that's insane. It's so many. And with the fact that I can't draw additional cards, that's what I have to remember. I cannot draw additional cards like the other decks that count with my northern deck with the spies. So basically the hand we get is the hand we have. So it's like if we get a shit hand, we redraw and that's it. Right, and I guess there's like different ways you could play it, which is probably what they're implying. Like, you use the Shield Maidens or Berserkers in the ships. You wouldn't want to use all of them. Maybe? What if I just get rid of the Berserkers? What if I just don't worry about Berserkers? Right? Should I put a second clear weather though? No. Let's see if this goes better. Okay, I'm gonna redraw one of the ships. Oh, there we go. So we'll redraw the Shield Maiden too. Great. Because she'll be able to summon them, so we don't need it in the hand. You can summon all these, and then Gaunter can summon all his. The only difference is if they play the Storm, which they probably will. We need to have some close range. There it is. And now we have Hemdall. See what you did. Bring those. It's okay, keep going. Okay, who do we got? We have the Shield Maidens. So... we play you. Those two, gone. Get out of here. Scorch. Ooh, that's okay. Not really too beat up over that one. We just bring him back. Wow, you know what? This is a pretty good win. This actually flowed pretty well compared to the other rounds. So, it's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Congratulations!
Amazing.
The best man has won, playing the best faction to boot.
Thanks. Good game.
Skellige won! What a bundle of pish! Tournament's not done! Now, it's my turn.
That is what we agreed. Let us resolve our differences here and now.
Now to determine the ultimate victor! Geralt of Rivia, playing the Skellige faction, shall face Yaki Raffiberg, playing...
Scoia'tael!
Let the better man, or dwarf, win!
Scoia'tael. Interesting.
Famous one day, as famous as you.
I'm still pretty confident in our composition. Let's see. Should still redraw these in the event I could get something, but it didn't really work out this time, so that's okay. Damn. All we have to do is play a single 4 card. There you go. Interesting. This is when he's going to try to really throw down. Not yet. Not yet. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So I didn't play these, just in case. Couldn't. It would take out all 3 of his front lines. See, if he was smart, he would have waited. Probably. Or played it before I played our warrior, because then the Scorch would have taken out all of these. Okay. So we'll play that for now. Good. I was really pacing out when to use these guys in the event. They did some trickery like that And there it is. Skellige wins. We win.
Thanks. Good game.
Bollock blusters! What hurts most is fucking Skellige won. But as they say, tough shite. Congrats!
Okay, at least you're being a good sport about it.
Come on, lads! Let's get soused!
No, you must stay, for I wish to treat you all to a tipple. We must toast the premier of the new faction. And if anyone wishes to play a friendly match of Gwent, I see no reason why not. Thank you for everything, Witcher.
No problem. Didn't all go as planned. No problem.
No problem. Had fun.
You proved yourself a true Gwent master. Here, the grand prize. You earned it.
Gonna put it right on our table. Hell yeah.
Thank you very much, Count.
Thank you once more for deigning to take part in my little tournament. I hope we shall meet again.
Who knows? Farewell.
Who knows? Hell yeah, we did it. We did the tournament and we won, and it was flawless. Not a single thing you could critique about our performance. It was honestly absolutely flawless. No mistakes were made. We were and are and remain the champion. Long live the champion. Right? Hell yeah. And now, of course, there's only one more thing to do. You all know what that is. Obviously, capturing the castle. But we have to go put this we have to put this trophy in our house. That is exactly what we need to do next. And then the end game will come. The end game will happen. Alright. Now, I'm curious because way back once we had rescued the I was gonna say the white lady. The lady that was a white, she had some. It was mentioned in the comments that she would give us a gift, and I have not received anything from her. Oh, there it is. Looks so good. Look at that. We got the golden joystick. We got our fist fighting championship and our Gwent championship. So talented. Okay. Now, that's the one. That's the one. Perfection. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, it's all coming together. Right, we can get rid of this guy. Oh. There we go. We're gonna take it. We're gonna hang a better painting. Eau Claire Palace, maybe? That's a nice one. That's a good one. That's a great one. I also thought we got more. Okay. Hello. Marlena.
I thank you for letting me stay. I cannot remember when last I was this happy.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Great. I wasn't there before. Roasted chicken. You are a godsend. You know what? I'm gonna eat it right now. Just to show you just how much I appreciate that chicken. I'm eating the whole thing. Whole entire chicken. Hopefully this food hasn't been sitting out long. Such a good piece. Such a good piece. Right in the dining room. Where it should be. Okay, and then that guy gave us a sword? Whoa. Oh my god. Blave. It's stronger. Base damage wise. The Night Steel sword has that armor piercing though. But the fact this had Ard, Igni, and Axii increases. And it looks nice. Look at that. It's got like little sapphires in it. Fancy. Hell yeah. Okay, let's put these other things away. That's the one. Oh no, it's in here, right? This one, Geschäft. That's the one I crafted. It's a really high damage, but also not if you include the bonus damage we get with Erendite, you know? That's really where Erendite just keeps winning. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna read some of these texts that have been stacking up, and then we're gonna begin the end game. Which I can't believe we're actually saying that. That's a crazy feeling. But just because I don't want to have a bunch of these stacked up at the end, you know? Like, we go through it all, and I was determined to do that. And so, sit back, and we read. History of the Fortress of Duntine, as chronicled by Le Papillon. During a visit to the court of the King of Nazaire, Lotharius the Brawny fell madly in love with the king's daughter, the beautiful Hildgund, who was already promised to a prince from Metina. Lotharius, paying no heed to these politically inspired marriage plans, captured the princess's heart, and together they ran off to TOUSSAINT. The prince from Metina, unable to let such an affront pass, followed the star-crossed lovers. Yet Lotharius was renowned for his courage and might, and thus slew his adversary with ease. Then he and his beloved returned to his family estate at Duntine. To his dismay, it turned out his brother, Vislavius, had nearly led the estate to bankruptcy, while Lotharius had been in his heir. Oh no. Lotharius threw his brother in the dungeon and, as befits a self-respecting nobleman, embarked on a nightly expedition. Unfortunately, his young wife, Hildgund, tortured by her solitude, freed Vislavius and became his lover. Oh no. When Lotharius returned and realized he'd been cuckolded, he murdered them both in a fit of passion and despair. Then he sat down and wept and wept and wept. Well, yeah, it's a pretty shitty situation. So, they were in love. Wow. They ran away. Wow. They came back together. Learned his brother almost bankrupt their whole estate, so he threw him in a dungeon. And then they could live there happily, right? Aside from him. Then he decided to go on a nightly expedition, leaving her alone for who knows how long. It's fucking rough. Jeez. Guide to the Vineyards of Toussaint, Volume 1, the Saint-Satur Valley. While in the stunning Duchy of Toussaint, one should not forget to visit Castel Ravello, whose grapes lend their vibrant flavor to wines such as Everluce, Fiorano, Pomino, and the famous Est. Should white wine be one's beverage of choice, I wholeheartedly recommend the excellent offerings of two fiercely competing vineyards, Coronata and Vermentino. If one seeks Beauclair White, popular in the north, one should seek out the Castel Torricello vineyard, which produces and exports it. Unfortunately, severe economic crisis led to the bankruptcy of several distinguished vineyards, such as Corvo Bianco, known as Gwent Serban. In the elder speech, oh, their supreme Supramento and Tufo. Let us hope each and every one of them finds a passionate new owner who will restore them to their former glory. I agree. And so far, we have done that with Corvo Bianco, and Coronata and Vermentino are way better than they were. And Tufo is now in good hands. So we've really brought everything up. And these are the letters naming the beast targets. So I guess it's a quick refresher before we get into it, right? Count Crespi called himself a knight, but spat in the face of chivalry. That's why he chose not to die with a sword in his hand, but atone for his dishonor on the town pillory. He was a rogue, and she'd die a rogue's death. Damn. So it wasn't just names, these were like descriptions of like what they did. You did well with Count Crespi. He got what he deserved. Now it's time for Ramon Dulac. That idiot thought he was smarter than a new penny, always issuing his judgments, which broke people's futures and necks. He was a fool and should die like a fool, alone, with no weapon, in a dark alley, with a broken neck. Oof. Okay. Count Delacroix committed the basest act of acts out of his love for money. He tore to shreds the hearts of those who trusted him. This is why you will cut him to pieces and attach the coin pouch accompanying this letter to his body. Oh. That is... So it was specific to that he had to cut him into pieces. That's fucked up. Damn. So he didn't just do it because... Just because. It was... Jeez. Your penultimate victim is Milton de Peyrac-Peyran. He who should have shown valor in the defense of the innocent turned out to be the greatest coward of the Beauclair knighthood. This is why he must die like a coward. You will kill him during the tournament, when the hare hunt commences in the ducal gardens. Milton will be the hare. He will escape, like a coward. Then you will hunt him down and kill him, just like a hunter kills a coward. Jeez. The writing of this is like personal. Like, obviously, it's kind of what we all suspected, right? Like, it's people going against the knighthood. And not just going against it, but it affecting other people too. By them going against it, right? So, it could be the Duchess's sister. But we don't know how much she cares about the knights, you know? This was the invitation to the hare hunt. The hare's been up to all sorts of mischief. While the unicorn slept, he stole his horn. Oh yeah, we've read this before. That's fine. Guillaume's scrap paper. Oh, fair Vivian, thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks. Oh, we've read this too. I guess we just got another one. What a character. Noble Alondra. The Noble Alondra is widely believed to be a mythical figure. Yet thanks to a painstaking analysis of the source materials, I have been able to establish beyond all doubt that the myth has roots in true events in which Alondra, a real woman of flesh and blood, took part. What then do we know about the Noble Alondra? Dressed as a man and called herself by a false name, she served as a squire. Just before being dubbed a knight, she revealed her true identity and was forced into exile. We read this too. I remember we read this. But we'll keep reading. She lived in the desert and, as a mysterious Heron Knight, defended pilgrims. She fought at the Battle of Cervantes Pass, where she was badly wounded and taken to the field hospital where she was recognized. That kind of reminds me of Mulan. That situation. On the mountain. We know the Duke, moved by her courage, dubbed her a knight, and she then became the heroine of many tales which describe the righteousness of her character and generosity of her spirit. Alondra's disappearance remains shrouded in mystery. The most popular legend claims the knight was summoned by the Lady of the Lake and journeyed to the bottom of the lake to see here, where she remains to this day, as the guardian of that subterranean domain. But we'll never really know. But a knight so noble, judging others to be of the level to wield erendite. Makes sense. Oh, and this one. Way to come back full circle back to Witchers. In truth, there is not more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher. They are the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are veritable scoundrels without conscience and virtue, unscrupulous creatures of hell, able only to take lives. They have no place amongst decent and honest folk. In this keep, this Kaer Morhen, where these villains nest and practice their foul rituals, must be wiped from the earth. All traces of it treated with salt and saltpeter to complete the deed. Jeez. Get it. Get it. People hate Witchers. Always have. You just hate them more now because they feel inconvenient, and it's like, God, why are you here? It's like, I don't know. To save you? God, no respect. Damn. God damn. But as such, thank you everybody so much for watching. We're starting the endgame on the next episode. This is it. This is the moment. I wanted to make sure we read everything that we had, so there weren't any mystery books that we currently possess that we just never read. So we have all of them completed. We have all the question marks in TOUSSAINT checked out. We have checked off the brothel, at least to say that we've done the visit and we've invested in a small business, right? And we've done the Gwent tournament, where we completed it and won with the Skellige deck. And that deck is very strange to me after being so used to the Northern Realms. So I thoroughly feel like, no, some of those wins were some of the round victories were pretty lucky. They weren't so much like, you know, I'm like 500 IQ, 7 moves ahead. It was more just like I had either overwhelming numbers or they just ran out of cards. That kind of thing. So it's interesting. But it is interesting in general that they brought in a new faction. It just makes me think there's the standalone Gwent game. I know that it come out years ago, and they're still supporting it. But it's like, is that as good as the Gwent that's in this game? Or is it more? Do they do more with it? I don't know. Well, let me know what you think about all the events in this. And look forward to us going all in the endgame. And yes, to just clarify, we'll be going through whatever ending ends up happening. And then, after we see everything and go to the end, then we'll go back to see the other one. Because apparently there's like 2 different routes that this can take. And they're very different. So, very interested. So, see you guys then. Bye-bye.